looking at the sink here, you know, just some nice things, you know. You have got this vanity hapa, you know, but kama ingewezekana jameni, wacha hata wengine wachukue hizi zingine. This is something that many landlords and developers wako wanaweka this brilliant white, you know. So this is very classy. Now, in this video, I want to talk on behalf of the Nakuru Tenants Association, if there is anything like that. So tenants wameniambia kwamba EZRA bana, why is it that every classy apartment in Nakuru inachukuliwa na Airbnb? Kwani sisi, are we children of a lesser God? Hivyo ndo wameniambia. Does it mean sisi hatuwezi rent hizi nyumba classy? Because they are also tenants are looking for those classy apartments as well to live in. However, by the time a classy apartment like this where I am here, I'm about to show you, is on the market like this, sasa fundi wametoka site, tenant anakuja hapo kuuliza nyumba, naweza pata rent? Anaambiwa sasa, unfortunately, all of it is gone to Airbnb. So tenants wameniambia, EZRA ongelea hii kitu bana. Ongelea, even you are a tenant. Even me I'm a tenant actually. And I love, kwanza mimi napenda kuishi place poa. Kama kuna mtu atakaye compromise mali anaishi, ni mimi EZRA ONDARA. You feel me? So, that is what we are about to discuss today. Your thoughts, put them in the comments section. Na in this video, nitakava upande wa landlord, upande ya tenants, na hata upande ya hao wenye wanaweka Airbnbs. So without further ado, let's get rolling. Now, dear tenants, I'm in an apartment here in Naka, which is very classy. You see, it even has these sliding windows, you know, French windows here. Okay, is it French windows or French doors? Either, because ukiwa tu hapa ndani hivi, in the lounge, I'm telling you, you have got some wonderful views of Lake Nakuru kule, of Naka at large. And you know, this kind of style here, doing the aluminium and glass, this is like one of the few developments that are upcoming which are embracing this kind of finish. Maybe I can just show you the house before, you know, I now talk at large. So this is, you know, the lounge here. You can see earth look tiles, wood look tiles rather. Is it earth look, wood look? Whichever, either of those. Wale watu wangu wa tiles watani correct. And then you have got the brilliant white finish. Look at this. This is something that many landlords and developers wako wanaweka this brilliant white, you know. So this is very classy. So once Airbnb host ana notice hii nyumba tu hivi kwa soko, wamekimbia hapa mbio wamechukua. Wewe kama landlord, wewe kama tenant mwenye unataka kurent, ukikuja hapo unaambiwa, oh sorry, it is all booked. So tenants, jameni, hii nyumba kama unaitaka, changamka mbio mbio before ukuje uambiwe it's gone. Now, I'm inside the kitchen here. You can see again, you know, really looking elegant. You can see the MDF palette, dark gray, you know, they look awesome. Granite tops hapo vizuri. You have a double sink pale and then under sink, you know, of the double sink with an under sink hapa, okay, heater. So maji pale inakuja moto ukiosha vyombo. Wacha tu nikuonyeshe tu, you know, roughly too, but you can see the beauty of it, chandelier nini, gypsum, you know, just roughly too, and then now we start our main discussion. Look at this, you know, look at the, you know, at the bath there, you know, very nice, you know, you got the shower cubicle, you've got nice fittings up in terms of the toilet seat, in terms of the faucets up, you know, the shower head, looking at the sink here, you know, just some nice things, you know. You have got this vanity hapa, you know. You see this kind of vanity, for instance, hapa Nakuru, since I started showcasing my work, these are kind of things I find in homes for sale. Vanity hapa, but now it is right here in an apartment for rent. My Anne from the US. These are the kind of things you have been asking. Now they are available in apartments for rent. So this bedroom takes 2 4x6 beds. There's another show house iko hapa chini, iko na bed mbili zimewekwa hivi. So it is really spacious. You can see kule, you know, mali wardrobe ziko. Look at their doors here, you know, quite unique doors, si ndio? Then the master bedroom is on this side. Okay? Ni kubwa pia. So the show house ambayo iko hapa chini iko na a big king bed. Iko kule chini na, you know, imekaa tu hivi mahali fulani hapa, and then you have got a lot of space on the side. Again, look at, you know, the wardrobes hapo hivyo, ample storage hapa ndani. The problem is Airbnb akiona hii, Ezra anaweza hiyo nyumba ya Airbnb. Tunakuja hapo. We are starting that discussion. Okay, sliding windows niliwaambia pale, aluminium. Yeah, na hizi zimefanywa na kampuni inaitwa All Things Aluminium and Glass na wanapatikana hapa Nakuru. And then the end suite again is right here. Just look at even, the wall tiles here in the bathroom. Really elegant, isn't it? True. And then of course, you don't have a wet toilet here. Ann from the US. Nangoja ucomment hapo hivyo. Okay? Hapa hakuna wet toilet. Hata wewe Ann, you wanted an apartment. This one I highly recommend. But ukichelewa, utakuja Airbnb watakimbia hapo wachukue zote. So now let's go to our main discussion. Tuifanyie hapa kwa balcony. I love this space. This is the very first apartment in Nakuru with these sliding French doors. And then stepping outside to the balcony. Really looks amazing. So now I'll just do that video right here. Freddy, we good? Very well. So before we go further, let me just tell you that at Mboita Hotel, every Thursday and every other Thursday, they have got the offer of buy two, get one free on all their cocktails. Mboita Hotel. Every Thursday, buy two, get one free. So enda pale, wewe, na rafiki mwingine, and enjoy the cocktails at Mboita Hotel. Buy two, get one free. Sasa tuingie sasa kwa hii mambo. Sasa tenants wamesema, Ezra jameni, kwani sisi hatufai kupata hizi apartments klasi for rent tuishi hapo? Why is it, especially here in Naka, every classy apartment that I have seen, even I have observed that, even from last year, the other year, every classy apartment ambayo imekuja kwa soko, imechukuliwa tu na watu wa Airbnb. Okay? Now, tuanze na upande wa landlord. Upande wa landlord, yeah, for most landlords and developers, yeah, ni pesa anataka. So yeah, bora pesa yake imeingia kwa mfuko, ni hivyo. Akipata somebody who are offering them for Airbnb to take the units as to set up Airbnb, some actually offer even higher. Maybe landlord alikuwa amesema hii nyumba naweza rent na 25. Airbnb wakuja wamwambie, hii nyumba sitakupatia 30. Okay? Because I've even seen an apartment block where the entire of it, just 3 guys came, wakachukua yote, wakafurnish the entire of it as Airbnb. And it was really nice. It even had studios. In fact, from where I sit, that was like the first studio apartment which I was going to present. But mpaka saizi bado, apart from hiyo, sijaipata studio apartment ambayo naweza present for the soko. So people keep asking me, Ezra naweza pata studio? Hakuna studio. Kwa sasa nini? Hata zile ambazo zilikuja kwa soko kidogo, Airbnb walichukua yote. Okay? So that is on the landlord side, for them, for many of them, how to wanajali about ni pesa bora imeingia kwa mfuko. Unaona? But of course I've seen apartments where the landlord maybe alikuwa strict akasema, mimi sitaki Airbnb. Unaona? For their own reasons, sitaki Airbnb. My apartment block is only for rent. Okay? I've seen those cases as well. But hapa Naka especially, ndo Airbnb business iko prominent. I can point to many apartments here in Naka which are just full of Airbnbs. And whenever they observe another good one coming. Now the thing with Airbnb hosts chenye wanafanya ni, wana target hii vitu, hata wakati imeanza tu kupakwa rangi, washaingia, washaangalia. Now by the time the product is complete, kama hii yetu hapa sasa, it's nearing completion, it's now on the market now, people can see it. By the time imefika hapo, Airbnb walitembea kwa kitambo. Sasa wewe mwenye unataka kurent ukienda pale unaambiwa, kwisha maneno. You see? So I think for the landlord side, that's the benefit, they can get higher returns. And then another thing, when it's about maintenance, like the apartment block, because sasa haitumiki. You see, with tenants in there versus wageni guests that come and go, when tenants are there, the wear and tear, is much more as compared to when you have just Airbnb guests. Okay? Because an apartment like this inaweza kuwa tu hivi, it is nice, it is nicely furnished. A guest atakuja tu ndani, and then maybe You know, some don't even cook actually. You know, they just come to take away, akae, akule, aone movie yake, amke asubuhi, aende mahali alikuwa anaenda. Maybe they were on transit, okay? Maybe they are, especially for short-term stays, unapata they don't use much of the home as much, you know? But for longer stays, they do. And many actually are usually short-term stays. So mtu atakuja, they'll just probably use the shower, na akae hapo a watch TV na aende. They may not even cook. But when the house is occupied with tenants, of course now they have to cook, they have to use the toilet, nini, depending na ni guest wangapi wako hapo, you know. So the wear and tear, that's why for a rent to apartment, kidogo kidogo, maybe after a year, unasikia sink inaanza kublock, you know, now you need a plumber akuja angalie vitu kama hiyo, unaona. So it is less maintenance for the landlord side when a building is set up on Airbnb. Maintenance cost iko chini compared to when it is rental. So for the landlord, yeye ikichukuliwa yeko Airbnb na bora pesa yake inaingia, ni sawa, watu wa kurent watajipanga. Now let's speak about now the Airbnb guys. So Airbnb, sina shida na nyinyi kabisa, okay? You guys are doing business. Even some of you mshainiita hata kwa Airbnb zenu, nimewafanyia marketing pale, you know. So you're in business, you know, and the main essence, kila mtu wako huko nje kurandaranda hapa na pale ni kuunda pesa. So you're in business. I'm not saying that your business is bad. What I'm saying is spare some of these classy apartments for tenants pia wapate jamani. Sasa nyinyi mkichukua zote, sisi tutaishi wapi? Sisi tutashinda tukiishi nyumba second hand, sisi tutashinda tukiishi huko langa na London na wapi na pipeline huko. Yet in the prime areas kama hapa Naka, you guys have taken all of everything bana. Unaona, so that's what I'm saying, you know. Spare some of these pia for watu wa rent pia wachukue. But anyway, business wanasemanga has no emotions. So we bora umefika pale, ukapresent offer yako ukapatiwa, period. The other person atajipanga, si ndio? So you guys are in business, it's good, you know, you are all over. Sina shida na nyinyi. But kama ingewezekana, jameni, wacha hata wengine wachukue pia hizi zingine. Okay? Haya. Now, for the tenants sasa, mahali sasa pia mimi niko hapo kwa tenants. So I come here, I look at this apartment, very beautiful. I want to rent it. Unfortunately, una realize maybe I've come in much late. Ishaingia kwa soko. Okay? So that is just the small complaint. I'm a big complaint actually, which watu wa rent wako nayo. They are asking, can't they also get a chance to live in some of these good, classy apartments? On my desk as a realtor hapa Nakuru, I get so many calls. Ezra naweza pata one bedroom classy. A one bedroom classy ikionekana tu hivi kwa soko, Airbnb washakimbia hapo, washachukua. Yetu kwenye saizi kuna Gen Z, kuna millennials, senior bachelors and bachelorettes. Anataka tu apate one bedroom yake poa, classy vizuri, akae pale imepakwa brilliant white, si zile rangi za landlord colors. Anataka tu apartment tu kama hii hapa hivi, very classy, very neat finishes, nini hivyo, aishi pale asikie tu vizuri. So unfortunately Nakuru hakuna hizo kwa wingi. Ikipatikana tu kamoja imeenda na Airbnb. So developers and landlords pia mali mmekaa. There is this market ya studio may neglect sana. Sijui ni kwa nini. Mimi sasa nikipata tu domi hiyo ndo market naingia, because there is a lot of demand there. None of you wants to go there. And then there is this market of 3 bedroom. Like even where I am here in Naka, everything that is in front of me, this apartment is 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom. So there are no 3 bedroom.